Hey there, and welcome to another Musician Reacts. Today we are checking out a band called The Gits, and we're going to check out a song called Second Skin, and we're going to check out a live performance of it. This was a request by one of the lovely viewers on the channel, so I was happy to check it out. Now, if you like this video, please do subscribe, click bell icon, like, and share if you want to help keep this channel going for the foreseeable future. The Patreon is a great way of doing that, details of which are in the description down below. So The Gits were an American punk rock band formed in Yellow Springs, Ohio in 1986, so a fair old way away. And they were dissolved in 1993. Let's go check out a little bit more about them. Count it in. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Stand up against a world set to deceive. It takes a special strength. I've got that second skin. I've got that chance to give. I've got the only way that I know how to live with it. I need a second skin, something to hold me tough. I need a second skin, something I cannot break free of.
There we go, The Gits, Second Skin. Great track. Love the vocals. Love the energy of the band as a whole. I was obviously having a read through the details, obviously, about the murder and rape of Mia, the singer, back in 1993. So anything like that's just shocking. I don't understand it. I don't get why anything like that ever happens. But good to know they finally caught the person in 2004. Sentenced to 36 years in prison. Unfortunately, the person died and didn't get to live out that rest of that time. Maybe that was too soon for them to pass away in 2001. So yes, they were in prison for that works out as 17 years, but they still had another 20-year sentence. But at least they didn't get early parole. Didn't have the chance of early parole and to go out and attack someone else. But it's a shame, and unfortunately, things like that still do happen. The music, though, one of the shames there is also we never got a chance to hear anything more from the band. What else could have been? But obviously, the most important thing there is actually it's the shame that she lost her life over something trivial that person could do. But I wasn't going to really talk about that because it's obviously more about the music. But I didn't want to do a video and not and like skip over that if you know what I mean. I think it's important that we noticed and obviously mentioned it in the reaction. Yeah, it's a shame I haven't. I'd like to. I'm going to hear some more. I'm going to check out some more of the Gits music because I liked the attitude. I liked that she had this kind of raw raspiness. She didn't try to make it too clear. And there was a whole big thing in the 90s with the grunge and the Seattle scene, but also the punk hardcore scene as well, where the female singers coming through were doing this real kind of core raw punkiness. This was before we then got into the more mid to late 90s, where we then got into like the cleaner vocals from the girls. And then the women just went full hardcore, went like real heavy in the late 90s, early 2000s, and they just went into the real growly stuff. But up until then, we'd had punk real sort of stuff, and then we kind of got into the cleaner stuff, as I said, in the mid to late 90s. So I like her voice. There's a few other singers that I've got similar sort of feelings about as far as like their kind of raw vocals, and I will probably cover some of those videos off on the channel at some point in the a later date. But for those of you who feel at risk, make sure you stay safe as best you can. When you come home late at night, try to stay to well lit areas and try not to use back passages and areas like that where you're potentially at risk. Because unfortunately, there are still arseholes out there that think. Everyone take the best, look after yourselves, and I'll see you on another video sometime very soon. Take care.